Hey guys, and welcome back to Phoenix Wright, Trials and Tribulations, last part, Dahlia Hawthorne. We are cross-examining her now, so let's do it. What I Witnessed, Part 2. The truth is, Feeny pushed him twice. The first time was into the electrical pole. That's when the cable broke. Then Dougie tried his best to run away from him, but Feeny caught up and crashed into him from behind. The cable snapping and Dougie being electrocuted, it all occurred in less than a minute. So after being shoved, the victim got up and tried to run away. And that is when the defendant pushed him for the second time. I'm so sorry, Feeny, but I just have to tell the truth. Am I doing the right thing? Am I, Mr. Judge? Of course you are, my dear. As painful as it may seem, you are. Smack. Now then, Miss Fay, you may proceed with your cross-examination. Some girlfriend you are. Supposed to prevent them from getting arrested, but okay. The truth is, Feeny pushed him twice. No, he did not. That is a lie. Miss Hawthorne, previously in your testimony, you said the following. Actually, I didn't see the moment he pushed Dougie. I know. I'm sorry. I wanted to protect Feeny. So that's why you basically lied to the court. I was a bad girl. I know. Mr. Judge? Yes? Would you please forgive little old me? Of course he won't. What you did is called perjury. Oh, come now. It was just a little old white lie. We'll forget it this time, but please be more careful from now on, all right? Oh, thank you so much, Mr. Judge. Not at all. Ho, ho, ho. The judge had better be more careful himself. A dark alley is friendlier than that girl. The first time was in the electrical pole. That's when the cable broke. Okay. You're saying you actually saw the victim get pushed into the electrical pole? I know he doesn't look it, but Phoenix can be a bit of an imp when he wants to be. Okay, that doesn't exactly imply strength, it just implies mischievousness, but okay. Oh, really? But I never imagined that he would cause an electrical cable to break. Feeny really is scary when he gets mad. For those of you that have played this game, you know why I'm laughing. Yes, he sounds like a very dangerous individual indeed. Then Dougie tried his best to run away from him. So let me get this straight. You were happily listening to music on your headphones while you watched the scene unfold? What? Miss Fay, I'll have to ask you to stop badgering the witness. I wasn't happy. I was so scared I couldn't even move. All I could do was stand there and cheer them on. Cheer them on? Cheer them on? What do you mean by that? Well, I wish the best for them both and that they would both each give the fight their all. That's very sweet of you to be so supportive. And what happened after that? Okay. But Feeny caught up and crashed him from behind. Hold it. I demand more information. That doesn't sound quite right. There were handprints found on the chest of the victim's leather jacket. Mr. Payne, were there also prints found on the back of his leather jacket? No, there weren't. Madam Fay, may I suggest that you listen a little bit more carefully? I said that he crashed into him from behind, right? My Feeny wouldn't leave any prints behind in that case, would he? Ugh. The cable snapping and Dougie electrocuted less than a minute. Okay. Did you actually witness the moment the victim was electrocuted? I'm sorry, I didn't actually see it. I turned my eyes away. That's understandable. Yes, indeed. It would have been a horrific sight for anyone to behold, yeah, I'm sure. If I don't figure out the contradiction here, it's all over. She didn't have much time to come up with her lie, so this is my best chance. There must be a hole in her testimony somewhere. Think, Mia. I know where it is. I hope. Okay, crashing from behind. It all occurred in less than a minute. Now. Okay, autopsy report. 3 p.m. Testimony definitive. No. Student's testimony. 2:55. So, yeah, see, 2:55. But the thing is, I don't know which one to present, because he died at 3. And then... Well, wait, does that have anything to do with it? Not really. See, now here, this is where this comes in handy. Press 2, and then you can save right here. So, if you ever... This game can potentially be beaten without taking any damage if you just save, because all you gotta do is just load before that. So just go ahead and save every time you come to an area like this. Alright, come and crash from behind. Run away. First time was in the electrical pole, that's when the cable broke. Okay. So, present, let me see here. Okay. I'm fairly certain it's the time, I just don't know what to present to actually bring it up. So, that's the thing. It's like, do I bring up... Here, what? See, I just don't know which one it really applies. That's the problem. I don't like that. Okay. Cable snapping and Dougie being electrocuted all occurred in less than a minute. So, do I present the thing or not? Oh, wait a minute. How about... Oh, wait. I think I might know. Is it this one where it shows the time? Because that would indicate that it happened after a certain amount of time had passed. Let me see.
Objection!
Yes! Haha! I thought and my brain figured it out. That's enough, witness. I'm afraid I don't understand. You will in a minute. Could you please take a look at this picture? Oh, that medicine! That's the one Feeny likes to take for his cold. It's not the medicine I want you to look at. It's the wristwatch. It stopped at the precise time the victim was electrocuted. In other words, 3:05 p.m. Yes, and your point is, Miss Fay? My point is this. What time was it when the lab suffered that power outage due to the cable snapping? Well, according to the student's testimony, the answer is clear. It was 2:55 p.m. Yarg! Would you care to explain to the court, Miss Dahlia Hawthorne, what exactly happened during this 10-minute interval? The defense proposes that it was during this interval that the real murderer killed Mr. Doug Swallow. And wow, my brain died for a sec there. Order in the court. What is all the objection? This is nonsense. The real murderer? Even you can't deny that the time between the cable breaking and the electrocution are completely unaccounted for. Then who was it? Who else are you saying could have done it? Not saying it this time. Doesn't need to. There's only one person who could have murdered Mr. Swallow. Only after my client had left the scene was there a window of opportunity for the real killer. Miss Fay, is the defense ready to indict someone as their real killer? It's finally time. This is the moment I've been waiting for. Yes, Your Honor, we are ready. Very well, but remember, if you accuse the wrong person, you will be penalized. Think very carefully before you speak, Miss Fay. Now then, Miss Fay, let's have it. Who was the real killer? See, that's basically your health up there, that little bar. If you present the wrong piece of evidence or the wrong profile in any question where a loss of health is indicated, then you will lose that amount of health. If you go through that many, if you lose that much health, if you lose all your health, they're like, we don't care about your points anymore, we're just giving them guilty, and then you lose. So, boom. It could only have been you, Dahlia Hawthorne. What? How can you... The defense is grasping at straws. 10 minutes passed between the time... passed between the time the cable broke and the time of the electrocution. What exactly were you doing that whole time, Miss Hawthorne? Were you really listening to some music while cheering them both on as they fought? I find it hard to believe that you didn't lift a finger to stop the men dearest to you. Order, Miss Fay. What? I mean, why? That is to say... Miss Hawthorne, I believe you did witness 2 men fighting on that day. However, After Mr. Wright pushed the victim and subsequently left the scene, it was you who pushed Mr. Swallow to his death by your very own hands. Ah! How can you say something so mean, Madam Fay? I didn't do anything. Miss Fay, this is a very serious charge you are... Your Honor! Please, I have something I want to say. Achoo! You! What is it? Please strike everything the defense said just now from the record. What the? Are you daft? You're totally wrong, Miss Fay. Dolly, she couldn't do something like that. Mr. Wright, get back in your seat. Bailiff, grab that man. Arrgh! Achoo, achoo. Leave my Dolly alone. Cough. Achoo. In the incorrect order. That boy. He's gotten himself way over in his head. Wait, God. He's gotten himself in way over his head. Oh, Mr. Grossberg, you're back. It seems I've arrived just in the nick of time. I found the police report on that incident in your newspaper clipping. Alright, police report. Thank you so much. This is exactly what I was hoping for. You'd better take a good look at it. It details how you came to lose your boyfriend. Now then, the defense has made a very serious accusation. Mr. Payne, what do you have to say about this? Oh, really, Your Honor? May I interrupt you for just a moment, Mr. Prosecutor? Ah, don't you worry, my dear. I have the situation well in hand. Sniffle. I'm not doing an actual sniffle, because I'm not sniffly right now. Anyway, alright, go right ahead. Madam Fay, are you seriously accusing me of killing my sweet Dougie? Yes, I am. Not only am I saying you murdered Doug Swallow, but you also tried to pin the whole thing on your current lover, Phoenix Wright. I told you that you should let me handle this. Weep. God. Sorry, please go ahead. How can you say that? I'm absolutely devoted to my dear Feeny. The notion that I would try to frame him is ludicrous. This is all just too much for poor little me to bear. Ah, I believe the girl is trying to ask what on earth her motive would be. The answer to that lies somewhere in this police report. It must. 8 months ago, an incident occurred in the basement cafeteria of this building. And then, that same day, the two of them accidentally meet. Your Honor, the defense requests further testimony from Miss Dahlia Hawthorne. Further testimony? What about? About the events on the day when she first met the defendant, Mr. Phoenix Wright. What could that possibly have to do with this case? Objection! The witness claims that she has no reason to blame the defendant. Am I correct? Well, I have evidence that suggests that she, in fact, had a very good reason. Very well, then. The court grants the defense's request. Young lady, would you mind staying on for just a bit longer? Of course not, Mr. Judge. Get ready for the battle of your life, Dahlia Hawthorne. Yeah. Because we will destroy her, and we will... Shut up. Oh, and I love this song so much. This is such a good song. Oh, God, I'm sorry. I feel so bad for talking over all the music, but okay. I first met my darling Feeny 8 months ago. It's like we were destined to meet in this very courthouse's basement reading room. The moment our eyes met, my heart skipped a beat. We've been going out ever since that fateful day. We're so lovey-wovey, we literally make people sick. It's just jealousy, I think. Oh, wait, no, that was Phoenix, herpaderp. I didn't read that. Mr. Wright, do that again and you will be held in contempt of court. And now we enter the final act of our little drama. As we used to say in the days of my youth, go get her! Okay. See, you know what? I want a Phoenix Wright game about Grossberg. I want to play as him. That'd be hilarious. But okay. I first met my darling Feeny 8 months ago. Alright. So until that time, you had been dating Doug Swallow? Yes, I'm a real fool, I know. Letting my emotions change so quickly. I'm ashamed of myself. No, not at all. Look at me. I'm infamous for changing my mind. My critics have even taken to calling me Judge Fickle. Ho ho ho. Maybe you should look for a different line of work. Despite that, however, he always hands down the correct verdict. That's why some people also call him the Great Judge Genie. I'm not... Whatever. I can't even make a joke off of that. Sorry, just listening. Okay. It's like we were destined to meet in this very courthouse's basement reading room. Oh, no, crap. That's not what I wanted to do. There we go. Okay. The courthouse reading room? That's a strange place to meet the love of your life. That's not true, Madame Faye. After all, Feeny was not only an art student, but he was also planning on becoming a lawyer. I'm not talking about him. I'm talking about you, Miss Hawthorne. What was a literature student doing like you doing in a courthouse reading room? Reading literature? This line of questioning is a waste of time. It has nothing to do with our murder case. Miss Faye, I'm warning you. If this has nothing to do with Mr. Swallow's case... I have to remember the judge is on Dahlia's side. I'd better tread carefully. I want to keep pressing. Your Honor, if you'll allow me some latitude, I think I can establish relevance. Please ask her to continue with her testimony. Very well. Young lady, I've got a simple question for you. What were you doing downstairs in the courthouse reading room? If it pleases Your Honor, the answer is simply this. I had come to this courthouse to do some research for a paper I was writing. Oh. Well, we have established nothing new, so next time we will continue with the cross-examination and hopefully figure out what is the thing. So, I'll see you guys then.